right, we're in the kitchen with Bob from Dean. We are going to be doing up the collab pizza with Gianna. So Dean and Gianna's doing a collab pie. Bob, you want to talk about what's on this bad boy?
Yeah, we call this pizza It's a Beautiful Day in the Neighborhood. In the downtown area, we have a great neighborhood here, and Gianna's is just right around the corner from us. When they opened, all we did was go get sandwiches from them almost every day. Italian beefs, Italian combos, Chicago dogs, all that stuff. So we wanted to do a collaboration pizza with them on their combination pizza. So we are going to make an Italian beef pizza with Italian sausage on it today.
Let's do it.
All right, we're going to make a medium here today. Our medium is a 16-inch. Feeds about 3 people, give or take. Starting out, the wets. We're going to start out with a little bit of oil. And then our cheddar wet cheese.
Philly cheese.
Philly cheese. And this is just going to be lightly done because we're going to add a little bit more to this pizza when we're all done. So this will give it great texture, great feel.
So you guys do New Haven crust, Bob. What is New Haven crust?
New Haven, hails from New Haven, Connecticut. One of the most famous pizza styles around. It is a thin crust. It is a high temperature type pizza, and it's in New Haven. They cook them in these beautiful brick ovens that are coal fired, and they get this nice char. And so we aren't able to do that here in Iowa, but we like to stay true to some of the other traditional practices that they have. Different than the New York style. This is going to be a different sauce recipe, a different dough recipe, where you're looking for a great crisp, not a cracker, but a great crisp to that pizza, but also you have a nice chew. So the pizza is a little bit pliable to where you can fold it, where you get crispy with almost like a bagel-like chew to the texture of the crust. So, yeah, as we're making this pizza, we wanted this pizza to be as much like their sandwich as they can, but also without losing the pizza part of it. So we're going to stay with our shredded mozzarella. We're going to go light on that. This cheese is so good, it does not shrink. It spreads out when it cooks.
All right, here we go.
Now we're going to add our proteins, our
So the meat. Yeah, that doesn't look bad at all.
So this is Italian beef that Gianna's has prepared for us. One of the biggest things about getting an Italian beef is the other layers that you get from it. Do you want it wet? Do you want it dry? Dipped, all that stuff. So we're just doing this a little bit wet. So it's almost essentially dry because we don't want to make the pizza too soggy. But then we're going to serve that great beef gravy, which is almost like an au jus, on the side with the guests. So you'll see that.
The spice right through the mass too. It smells amazing.
Yes, these sandwiches are just addictive. So we're going to be generous, as you are with an Italian beef sandwich. We're going to be generous in spreading this out. But we're making the combo, so we're also going to be adding an Italian sausage to the pizza. So we get this beef on here. Just kind of rip it and shred it and spread it all out.
Excellent.
Then
Italian sausage?
onto the Italian sausage. Now, normally when you're getting a sandwich, they're just putting that on there, on the bun, as a full Italian sausage. They're covering it with that great Italian beef, and then they're adding your provolone or the melted cheddar that you see in any of the peppers. The peppers come into play next. So we're going to spread these little medallions of Italian sausage around. on this pizza. This
That'll
is
have
gonna
a little spice to it too.
This is gonna give you that great spicy, peppery protein character here. Okay, and then the other great question with the Italian beef sandwich is the peppers. So hot or sweet, some may call it mild. In this case, we're gonna use the giardiniera, which is the hot pepper. And this is a mixture of pickled gherkins, cauliflower, carrots. You can see the mixture of the veggies in it. I pickle that, and it's in a hot oil.
Underrated condiment.
Oh, this is gonna give
Love it.
such a great vegetable and spice feel to this sandwich. You don't need the lettuce with this type of sandwich because you have the giardiniera as your veggie topping,
Yum.
albeit with a kick. Okay,
Looking good.
so we got that good there. We're gonna finish our pizza.
Parm.
A little bit of Parmesan shredded and a little bit more oil. It's gonna give it great moisture and great flavor working with that giardiniera one. Now we're gonna cook it. We're about 10 minutes away from adding our cheese to the top of it and having a great pie.
Looks great.
Let's get it into the oven.
So what's the oven temp of this bad boy, Bob? Holy moly.
So we cook at 500 degrees, and our oven is set and our recipes are set to cook for a specific amount of time at 500 degrees.
Oh, yeah.
We use an old school Baxter baker's oven, so we don't have the traditional coal fire brick ovens that they would have in New Haven. But this pizza cooking on this surface, it's gonna give it that nice crispiness. It's gonna give it that nice chew. Everything's gonna rise a little bit, and we're about, like I said, 10 minutes away from this being in really good shape.
Sweet.
There you go.
10 minutes. Almost time for a beer.
18 by 24, they're oblong.
Yeah.
But we can cook 18 large pizzas in here, and with that carousel, it allows us to go forward and back. We can put pizzas in, pull them out.
Look at that crust. Oh yeah.
Just a little bit away from being a winner, I think.
That's a thing of beauty.
Don't want to forget my duty of keeping this clean.
Oh yeah. Bob, is it true you can do triangles or you can do squares too?
We typically do triangles. We feel like your pizza needs a handle, and as a pizzeria owner, you'll never catch me eating pizza with a fork and knife. But I understand why people like the party cut or the square cut. So we do both ways. If they request party cut, we'll do it, but we don't promise them anything. We'll say we'll do our best. Because sometimes muscle memory takes over and we just cut it
Start
the
swiping
way it was intended to be cut. So.
And no ranch, right? No. What's yeah, ranch.
Okay. I do not personally feel like ranch belongs on a pizza or involved with a pizza. But
I agree.
everybody,
Tyler Doherty, you listening to this? No ranch, pal. None.
so you're paying for that pizza. You can do whatever you want to the pizza. You can take the pizza and throw it in the garbage if you want. Just know that when you put ranch on my pizza, it ruins everything I've worked my entire life for. So as long as you're okay with that,
I like it.
and hey, look, we wouldn't have it if we didn't want you to have it, but we do charge for it, so
I like it.
you gotta earn it.
I like it.
Pizza's almost done. We're just gonna give it a hit of a little bit more cheese.
Oh yeah.
add, like I said, the gravy, the beef gravy. So we're gonna do that on the side. We're gonna put a little bowl here, put a little bit of that beef gravy in there, and then we can add that to the pizza as we need to. So
Drink all that. Oh my. Is this you guys or is this Gianna's?
this is Gianna's. So Gianna's, they provided the ingredients. We make the pizza with the rest of the ingredients, like the crust and the cheese, but they provide everything else, and we just put the magic that they do with their sandwiches on the pizza. So it should be a slam dunk. There it is, your Gianna's Meat Pizza collaborative pizza called "It's a Beautiful Day in the Neighborhood."
Super Bowl Sunday special, folks, right here.
You want to go give it a try? Should we give it a try?
Oh yeah.
All right, let's head out front and give it a try.
All right, here's our finished product. Our Beautiful Day in the Neighborhood pizza collab with Need Gianna's. The smell, folks. This smells amazing, and we're gonna dig in and have a slice here. After you, Bob.
Oh,
Go
okay.
for it, man. Yeah, this is gonna be something else.
Don't forget about the jus, so little spritz.
So you're just pouring it right over top there. Okay, all right.
And then I'll take my piece and I'll just rub it in there.
Okay, all
Put
right.
that on there. Soak in there.
Now, Bob, when you do a Gianna's beef, are you going dunk it in, the more the better, as wet as we can get it?
If I'm there, if I'm getting it to go, I usually will try to get the gravy on the side so I can have the wet aspect. It's wet enough anyway, but if I'm eating it there, just pile it on, make it wet. But if I'm getting takeout, then I go dry and add it myself.
Unbelievable. I mean, that's an Italian beef sandwich. Pizza form Italian beef sandwich. The jardiniere just makes that pop too. I love that stuff, man. It's so good. Unreal.
And that's one of those toppings that makes everything jump.
Mm-hmm.
It's such a good accent topping.
All right, we're also having a couple beers here. Clockhouse Witch Slap. Clockhouse, a couple blocks down the road here. Awesome place. They released 2 sours this weekend. One Friday was a raspberry or blackberry explosion. Yesterday was Sour Patch Man number 3, I believe. I think it was green, right? Is that the green one? Okay. A couple blocks down, awesome people, cool spot. Their IPA on tap here. Bob's got Exile Ruthie, staple, easy drinking beer, especially when you got a long day of work ahead of you. You can have a few of those and you'll be all right.
Do this all day.
Absolutely, absolutely. Thanks for having us, man. This is fantastic. Before we go, though, I want you to talk about your history in the pizza business, if you can.
Yeah, absolutely. So,
While I stuff my face. Yeah.
Need Pizza was established in 2015. It was a work between a great friend of mine, David Steffen, who's a local Cedar Rapidian. I'm from Iowa, from Cascade, small town. Dave and I worked together years ago when we were very young in the service industry, and we always talked about opening something together, how we would do things when we're, on break or when we're working our 70-hour weeks. We're like, I wouldn't do it this way, I would do it this way. And so we talked about it so often that, the idea became a business plan, and we both I moved to Chicago. We both went our separate ways for a while, where he was working in town here, I was working in Chicago. I cut my teeth at one of the most famous pizzerias in the United States. It's a place called Peace Pizzeria and Brewery, and they're located in Wicker Park in Chicago. A phenomenal place, phenomenal pizza, amazing beer.
What was
And
their style of pizza?
their style of pizza was the New Haven
It was
style.
New Haven.
The owner of Peace Pizzeria and Brewery, his name is Bill Jacobs. He's from New Haven, Connecticut. So
Gotcha.
when I started working there, he flew me and a couple other people out to New Haven to try the pizza and go for, show us what he was going for with his pizzeria. Very serious man about his pizza. I mean, he'd come in here and probably give me some criticism on what we're doing, but very serious man, amazing pizzeria, an amazing place to work. And so that's where I learned so much about pizza. And then when I was moving my family back to Iowa, I worked for Back Pocket, helped them open their brewery and restaurant there. And you know, I kind of just got to the point where people were like, "Do you own this place?" And I was wanting to own my own place, so we just kind of had to take the plunge. We scouted many different locations in Cedar Rapids, and this is the one that stuck downtown, right in the hub. You know, a block and a half away from the DoubleTree.
And this used to be was it an appliance store?
It was many things. It was a couple of different pharmacies. It was an incubator for a while. It used to be part of the Armstrong kind of collaboration where they were selling all types of stuff here. So.
Gotcha. If you guys haven't been in here yet, the Iowa tap lines, all these old fridges, awesome. Just adds a perfect touch to this place. Need to get down here. If you haven't, do it today. Super Bowl specials you have are what is it called again? The neighbor. Beautiful day in the neighborhood. Beautiful day in the neighborhood. You have a buffalo chicken one.
Yep.
What else you got?
We have the white buffalo, which is a boneless buffalo wing pizza with blue cheese, celery, red onion, and hot sauce. We have the sriracha BLT. So it's just a spicy take on the famous Happy Joe's BLT pizza, and then the Neat Burglar, which is meatballs, onions, bacon with Thousand Island dressing for the base, barbecue sauce swirl, and pickles.
Sounds great.
Yeah.
And they also have a crowler machine, so if you're going to get your pizzas to go, you can get some beers to go as well. Tap lines are hopping right now. Some great stuff on the lines. Get down here. Bob, thanks for having me, man.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
Thanks.
Always good to see you.
All right, now let's eat. Let's get this done.
All right, Baron, we made it. In the books.
New episode in the books, folks. It's coming to YouTube. It's going to be on Facebook, Twitter. Check it out. Restaurant owners, bar owners, brewery owners. If you're interested in Haywood and I coming, checking your place out, seeing the ins and outs of what you guys do, the great food you make, the great beer you make, give me a shout out. iabeerbaron@gmail.com, or just find me on Facebook or Twitter, man. We'd love to come check you out.
Absolutely. Thanks a lot for watching.
Thank you.
Thank you, Nate.